What the f am I looking at? Dom! Don't you me? What's all this on my desk?
Bills! You have to pay!
You're the office manager. You're supposed to handle this.
If I'm not doing that, what the will you be doing?
Racing fast cars, sipping champagne, being cool. All things that you wish you could be doing. Listen, if our second driver, Jason Derulo, doesn't work out, I'll stick you in the seat.
What you say?
What's happening, everybody? I am Michael Mrucz, and welcome back to F1 23 Formula NASCAR, my team. Oh, dear God. A lot of y'all down in the comments of last week's episode are like, we need safety cars. It wasn't good just running out there all without them. Bunch of accidents happening. I want safety cars just as much as you do. They need to update this. My hope is, when I think about Jeddah, the one time that we did the safety cars with the rules and the flag, I had a much longer race, and I did get a lot of warnings. So maybe if now that we're doing shorter races, the warnings, the amount that they'll give me will stay the same, and I just won't violate it, and I won't get disqualified. Safety cars are back! For this week, I don't know what next week will hold. Freaking Monaco today, so I think safety cars are needed. Last week out, we ran Baku. There were a lot of stuff happened at Baku. We didn't win, but we came close. We were up around the front. We finished in second spot, right? I'm trying to remember. So we finished in second spot. The winner was Vegetable. Yeah, that's right. All right, it's all coming back to me now. Vegetable got away. But we were gaining on him on the last lap. Boy, it was just too much to make up. He takes the points lead. Sergio Perez Hilton is in second, 5 points off. Eclair is down by 8, and we're down by 3rd. Let's see, how many people? 26. All right, so 7th, the top 7 are all separated by 1 race. Everybody else has some work to do, including Jason Derulo. You're on the hot seat, my friend. It's only 2 weeks in and you're already on the hot seat. Not a good look. Constructors standings? I don't really know which direction I'm pointed in, how I got my camera, whatever. We're in 3rd, we're up to 3rd. All off of my back alone. My back is hurting. I'm carrying the team, but we're still down really bad. 2 red balls, and I don't think we're winning the Constructors Championship in our first season. Corporation shit. We got a second sponsor opportunity so we can get some extra money. I want the most lucrative shit because we can finish anywhere, any given weekend with the Formula NASCAR. Complete a race without cutting a single. That might be tough for me. Scored 5 Constructors Championship points in a race weekend. That sounds a lot more doable than not cutting any corners. How do you think that I win races? I always find ways to cheat. I'm constantly cutting corners. Get it on the car! I like some rear downforce, keeps it from swishing and swashing in the breeze in the back of me. Not nearly enough money to get any more resource point generation. That's the next closest one, 2.2 million. Should be able to get it by the end of the episode, so we'll do it at the beginning of next episode. This is so bizarre. Because I'm only doing like the abbreviated season, I can do all of the team events in between these Grand Prix because they're not all mashed up next to each other. We're using the actual calendar dates. It's a little bit weird. Why'd they do that? Ask the drivers. We talking about Dom DeLuise? He's not a driver anymore, but he used to be one. I'm just realizing the whole Dom DeLuise story arc probably is going to confuse a lot of people that haven't seen my channel before. Alessio Delana used to be like a reserve driver at F1 22. Well, we made this whole freaking fabricated story, this whole universe around him. And I call it, instead of Alessio Delana, my nickname for him is Dom DeLuise. Just clearing that up. It's time again for marketing to run our Ask the Drivers feature. Do you have the time to answer the latest batch of fan questions? What, from you guys? Only imagine what the fuck it is y'all want to know. Well, these are some wordy questions, aren't they? I'm summing this up. What are my personal favorite liveries of all time? I didn't even make the design, but it looks good. Teams seem to have hit the ground running with the new regulations brought in this season. We just started our team. It's not the engine. We got the worst engine in the garage, so we're gonna go aero. Wait, that's it? There are only 2 questions? I'm not as popular as I thought I was. Wait, stop advancing. I think we got the money. We got the money. Let's get the facility in the works. Let's not waste any time. This is really quite stupid if you ask me. Why do you still have to keep the calendar dates of these races? Why couldn't you smush everything together? Have we failed any R&D work to this? Everything is... Wow, everything is passing. We got some friggin' brainiacs on the crew this year. All right, Monaco. I think it's gonna be better off because we got the safety cars. I'm sure there's gonna be something that's gonna happen here where I'm gonna be like, yeah, I want a safety car right now. I hate this track with burning passion. My loins are burning with passion about how much I hate this place. So I put this on the schedule for all of you. I hope you enjoy it. And I think that's all I got. 450 likes on the video, and each and every one of you that likes the video will get a Pirelli tire delivered to your front door. Will that tire fit your street car? No, it will not, and you shouldn't put it on there anyway because it's a slick tire. It's got no treads. You would go slide right off into the bushes. It's up to you what you want to do with it. 450 likes for a Pirelli racing tire that you can't do anything with. Look, I got this tire. Let's get the video started. Let's go! You think
I could take that Goodyear tire and drop it on my head?
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. It's Sergio Perez on pole today, and starting next to them is George Russell. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Verstappen, Leclerc, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Norris, Ocon, Gasly, Bottas, Oscar Piastri, Stroll, Magnussen, Joe, Albon, Tsunoda, Hulkenberg, De Vries, Sargent, Deruvala, and Sparkles. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
This is one miserable little track. He said in the intro which one of these talented drivers will come out on top today. I think there are 20 talented drivers. The last row of the grid, there's not much talent. It looks like it should be pouring most of this race. There might be a little bit less at the end. Go to the comments and let me know how many safety cars you think we'll see today. It's like Monaco is bad enough as it is, but then you make it all sopping wet. It just gets worse. It gets a lot worse. And we also have penalties on where I'm not supposed to be able to hit anybody. This is the tightest freaking track. How am I not gonna hit anyone? Here I was thinking, you know, oh, we won't be doing much bump drafting. It's Monaco. But now I'm thinking, oh shit, how am I supposed to get by anybody without hitting them? It is like the game is lagging. It's getting super laggy because of all the rain. Not sure if that comes through on you guys' end, but on my end, it's like I was tiptoeing through that whole corkscrew thing there. I was tiptoeing because I didn't have the choice because the game was slowing down. They were getting away a little bit, but I sent it deep into the last couple corners, and that got me back to him. So now we got the trap back alive. Do not want to be racing out here around by myself. I didn't even touch him. Keep having to dive it super deep so I don't lose that suction. I really do not want to race out here without the draft. Though it looks like we might not have a choice because after 10th, there's nobody left. Probably because, damn, I am getting so many. Oh, that ain't a good idea. It's because these Alpinis can't figure it out. They... Little ass, gassy, get the hell over here. You're not driving off, I'm not allowing you to. We got him. And we're clear from behind as I'm just hitting shit now, apparently. This is probably best case scenario. Just having one guy out front of me that I can draft off of and give subtle bump drafts to that the race stewards do not notice me giving. I am not getting disqualified today. I don't care what they say. They disqualify me. I will continue to race. Wish there was like a number that I would know. Like how many times could I hit a guy before that they hit the DQ button? They just keep piling in. I just keep getting more and more. What? I didn't even touch him. We weren't even near each other and they're handing them out. Wait, what to do to get back up to this group now. Aside from cutting corners. Really, the only thing I can think of, safety car. Get a safety car, then we're back in the race. Otherwise, we're battling for ninth. Can we talk a little bit about how, like, I'm not sure if it's going to come through on your guys' end because it hasn't yet. When I've been editing, everything's been super smooth. But for some reason, the gameplay, the actual gameplay, when I am playing this right now, it is so choppy. It is not a smooth playback experience. We're getting closer all of a sudden, okay? Something happened up front that brought it back to us. Has anyone else dealt with this, the choppy playback, where it just doesn't feel smooth at all? I'm running the same settings that I would run in F122. Never had those problems in F122. Bitch Gassy trying to get away. Right as soon as we catch up to people, I lose contact with Gassy. Big time send upcoming into the chicane. Come on. Oh, I will take that one if it gets me back into the race. Wait, what? Yo, we got a yellow. Collision or just somebody dying? Seems like maybe just someone is going kaput. But if they park it on the track, they got nowhere to go. Could easily be a safety car. Albino is out. But nothing yet. Seems like so far they're going to be able to clean him up. How the hell did this happen? Like, they were so far gone. What happened up here? Now it's just the top two that have left. Dang God almighty. If they're not getting penalties, this game is rigged. My car is not hitting other cars any bit more than these cars are hitting each other. Somehow we hear there's a lot more. The car handles better in the rain than I thought it was going to. This is my first rain race in F123. Yeah. And much like the rest of the racing that we've done so far, handling is much improved. It's a lot easier to control. Well, now what the fuck? They're up by 6-8 seconds, and I can't bump draft. What the? Where's Eclair? What's happening here? How's this happening? Driving off from everybody else? Yeah, there will be absolutely no contending for this win unless something happens, a wreck happens, big pile-up, big steamy pile-up, and it all gets collected back up again. It almost feels like this game has been nerfed for noobs like me. It is so much easier to drive this thing. Of course, as I say that, I slip a little, and Eclair tries to get away from me. It's okay. We got some help. We'll get back up there. Something just feels different about this game compared to I didn't even touch him. Now I'm touching him. I didn't touch him before that. They're battling for the lead up there, it seems. They just told me that someone completed a pass for the lead. I think it's Curious George nearing great. So we've basically reached the point where I can't hit anybody anymore. Yeah, I don't know. What the hell was that? There's like this big part of me as I completely screw up that corner that misses F122.
We've got a lot of
the handling. Yeah, I like the handling. Handling is a lot more fun. It's not as out of control and erratic. It makes more sense that you're not slipping and sliding off of every freaking rumble strip. But they made some damn changes. Just not a fan of. Like things that didn't need to be changed. Everything's getting more spread apart. Oof, I'm trying so hard not to hit anybody now. The pack isn't as lumped. At least, is it the tracks we're going to, though? Could be that. We've been on 3 street courses so far.
First place.
Where's his penalty? Where the fuck is his disqualification? Hope that they continue to update the game.
Looking good.
And maybe they bring it sort of like some things back towards the F122. EA Sports, man, you bring them into your franchise and they just fuck everything up. Like everything was going along so well, Formula NASCAR game after game for years. All of a sudden, it's a little bit goofy here. That aside, there's a lot of stuff that needs cleaning up, like on the graphics. I can't be touching people. Don't think it should affect the gameplay playback too much. But as I'm playing it, It is really, really choppy and laggy at times.
Friggin' great battle going on up in the front, apparently, for the lead. We can't even see him anymore.
Brighter over the next 10 to 15
He
minutes.
hit me!
There should be more grip, but don't expect
Sergio
a track
Perez
here.
Hill and rear-ended me. He get warning. He gonna get disqualified. That's twice. And he's all over the back bumper of King Louie. Friggin' bitch. I'm telling you, prepared to stuff him into... But I'm gonna get disqualified if I do it. Prepared to stuff him into the fence, but I'm going to get disqualified. Never touched the guy. Didn't touch him. Watch. What? Damn, the friggin' lag. Take care of him. Stuff him in the...
Okay, mate, I'm afraid that's race over. The stewards have black flagged you.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's completely sucked the fun out of this. Formula NASCAR used to be able to just bump draft to your heart's content. Either you're wrecking the whole time and nothing happens, or you get the restarts and you get an actual race. There's no in between anymore. Man, that shit sucked. What the hell do we do going forward? A couple people have said go back to F122. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go backwards. Everybody wants to see F123.
Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Sparkles. There was a lot going on all down the field, but they were the only
The
one
one person to get disqualified gets
It's
the
time
free.
to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship.
You were obviously paying
It was a tough
attention. Well, EA Sports, thank you for sucking the fucking fun out of this game. Like, just... With a big ol' straw, you sucked it dry. Sings takes the win and the fastest lap. Max points. Curious George, Eclair, Perez Hillen, King Louie, your top 5. Chuck Norris, Vegetable, Botox, Gassy, Stroll of the Park, top 10. And there's something else going on here where it is just... Is it the street courses? I feel like it would be more like it had been previously, previous games, a lot closer together than this. Everything seems to just get so dragged apart. Jason Derulo killing it, a minute off of the leaders, and they didn't give us the DNQ, they gave us the DNF. All right, well, I'd much rather take that. That looks better on the stat sheet. How did Ferdinand get, was it because of me? Did I cause that? What sucks most about that whole incident, I was pissed off at him, and I tried to wreck him. And I didn't even wreck him. He ended up at 4. That's friggin' rough. With 2 races out of the first 3, we don't even make it to the end. Finished on the podium with the other one. I'm glad they gave me the DNF. I don't know why they gave me the DNF, but they gave me the DNF. We're now 20 points behind the co-leaders of Eclair and Sergio Perez Hill and that bitch. Vegetable is down by a point. King Louie down by 10 points, 11 points, 12 points for Sigs, and 20 for us. Now, it's still the top 7, all within a race. So that's good. Mrooz Motorsport is pretty freaking far behind the Constructors. Got a lot of work to do, and we're heading into another season break. Oh God, I am fighting so many things internally. The gameplay just seems to be different, and it doesn't seem to be as, like, packed. Everything seems to get spread out so much more. And then you have the safety car issue with the penalties or no penalties. Leave some things alone. Not everything needs to be modified. Evident by this whole mode. You didn't touch career mode, but you had to fuck with the settings. Why? Just leave it alone. If you're not gonna touch this, make it look any bit different, not gonna add any new features, then just leave it on. I'm done. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this somehow. I love every single last one of you, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!